All right, Pro Dumpster Diver back at it again. It is a beautiful day today. Now, we're going to go over what a depopulator is and also like a small dehydrator. So here we actually have a rotisserie barbecue. As you can actually see, this one is Showtime. And I actually ended up picking this up as a thrift store, if you can see the tag, for like $9.99. It's got a timer over here where you can actually set how long you want the chicken inside, and it's also got a red light letting you know it's on, and it has the rotation as well. And when you actually end up opening the door, there will actually be a light that turns on in here, and there's a motor that turns it. Now what we're actually using this for is to depopulate LCDs. So this cage actually came from a different item that I had, but I couldn't find the runner for it. And these two gears that are on the end fit inside of here, okay? So when I put this contraption in, it fits in there, just like that. And it will slowly rotate and actually turn, all right? This cage itself, what it will do is it will actually house our LCD pieces. And what's going to happen is you get a cage like this, okay, enough that the pieces won't fly out, something that you can actually close it. Another gentleman did a video on Facebook where he actually ended up having a custom made gate that he wrapped it with, and then he just peeled it off. So at the end of the day, all I have to do is open this. What happens is the heat from inside that heats up with coils, okay? If you look inside, it's got coils in the back, will heat up, and the components will drop. So all you end up actually having is your LCDs with gold on it, okay? There'll be no more components on this. So I can put those slips in acid, and the components I can sort and sell, okay? Now, I attached this cage. I had to put bigger holes in it to actually go on, but this is going to be our depopulator right now. I can put any size chips in it that'll fit. This is an actual hinge on there. Okay, you can actually I picked up this cage at a thrift store for like $1.99. I was like, it's going to be the best buy I ever get. And I just poke the holes through this so it can actually fit. Okay, and what I do is I slip this inside here, just like that. And then I end up closing the door. That's it. That's all. You plug it in. Now, I don't know how long I have to keep it on, but I'm going to do that for about 10 minutes. I'm going to come back, and if I see components that are actually on this pan here, I know it was hot enough, because what we want is we want the solder to melt itself, okay? That's what we want. That's the best part about this thing. The door actually hides away, which is beautiful, and I can actually leave it out with the sun heat if I want it to cool a bit faster. Or I can actually tilt it up, push the door out, and put it right on and keep the heat in. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, a trick, when you do want to turn this on, I just put cardboard under it. It just basically allows to retain some of the heat there, okay? And again, this is for chicken, but it's going to heat up to 350 degrees. Solder itself is going to start falling off, which is pretty good. So we're going to keep that on there for a while. And we don't want it to get too hot for the components to pop, even though we want them off. We don't really care about that. You can resell the components with your MLCCs. Okay? You got your plug in your back here, and you don't really have any handles on this because of how small and light it is. But this is what we're going to use to depopulate our LCD pieces. We have about 600 pounds of these. So this is the first video we have. I'm going to turn it on and show you guys what happens after it in another video. But I did want to show you what I created here. 2 gears on the side, 1 crib, and then the pan to catch the components. And then that's what we got. All right, Pro Dumpster Diver out. All right, Pro Dumpster Diver back at it again. Guess what? It worked. We have, as I showed you, you see the components on the floor? Those are MLCCs, and they're on the floor, and they're falling out of the little holes here, okay? And we have the big chips that somehow, I don't even know how they got through those holes, which is crazy. But yeah, they have all actually fallen through, which is good. So this little depopulator did work. You can find Showtime rotisserie barbecue grill. Find one that works up. I'm gonna put this in a little bit, and the good part is the components are falling out. Ah, so that's how it came out. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. And they're falling out right now. And guess what? I get to collect those MLCCs right there and put them in a bag and then resell them. So this bad boy is working up right now. I'm gonna let it run for another 15 minutes and let it go. So far it is working out right now. This is perfect. This is perfect. All right, Pro Dumpster Diver out.